All right, and we're back. There, now we're officially back. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more ending. So we're going to go to. So yeah, we're going to go through, we're going to do the trial, we're going to do the future. Or, you know what? Oh, my freaking internet's going wonky again. Okay, it's back up. It looks like we're just gonna have to deal with it. It looks like there might be some internet instability throughout the night, which is unfortunate. But it seems like we might just have to deal with it. The VODs will be up on YouTube later, though, so at least the full unbroken recording will be there somewhere. I'm actually gonna take a trip to Game FAQs just to make sure that I'm not missing just to make sure that I'm not missing an ending or anything. But I'm pretty sure that we won't have another opportunity to do any of the endings until we get to the end of time. Surely there's an ending FAQ on Game FAQs, right? God, I actually said FAQ and FAQ like in the same sentence. Here we go. Ending guide. Ending number 1, Beyond Time. We did that. Ending number 2, Reunion, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, that's, these are like the real endings. Dream Project, yeah, we did that. Beyond Time is the normal ending. Reunion we'll get later after Successor of Guardia, we're back. Okay, so we've done number 4. Use the bucket at the end. Okay, and then number 5 is use the bucket at the end of time as soon as you get there. So yeah, I was right. So anyways, yeah, I think the plan is going to be we're going to do one more New Game Plus ending. Then if I have time left after that, I'm going to switch to something else, which I have not decided what that something else is going to be. But oh yeah, what I was talking about. Yeah, like it's kind of, yeah, I've mentioned how it's just kind of weird that they decided to include this whole New Game Plus thing in the game, just for what's essentially like a bunch of like silly gags, more or less. Like, you don't get any new plot revelations or anything. It's not anything that's important to the story that you learn. It's just basically just a bunch of like silly gags. It's like, oh, you beat, and it's not usually even really related to like the different, like there's no logical connection really between like you defeating Lavos at these different times throughout the game and what endings you get from them. Like, or that last one maybe a little bit, like, I don't know, maybe somehow not interfering with the Mystic War, or maybe, yeah, or not continuing to interfere with the Mystic War somehow. I don't know, or I guess actually it wouldn't, because Lean was already married to the king, so I guess it would have been their daughter must have gotten married to Frog or something. I don't know. Or maybe the king got cucked somehow. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too hard. But yeah, there's not really much of a logical connection there. It's basically just an excuse to have some silly gag ending where Marl and her whole family line end up as these weird half-frog people who hop around and croak when they talk, basically. And the endings are all like that, as I recall, where it's just like, yeah, silly little gags. And yeah, they put this whole system, they coded in this whole New Game Plus thing, just for the purpose of including these silly little gags for defeating Lavos at different times. It's just so strange, I think, that they like put so much effort, or there must have been some degree of effort in like putting this feature in the game and testing it to make sure that nothing breaks when you go through on New Game Plus mode, and that all the enemy encounters and everything work correctly when you've got your end game equipment. Like, they had to code this and put it in and test it, all for the sake of a few dumb gags. Like, whose idea was this? Why did they decide to put this in here? It's so strange. And yet, for whatever reason, it ended up being like a good idea in the long run, and a lot of people have taken this whole New Game Plus idea and actually like kind of done something with it. The big examples here. Oh, I haven't even been paying attention to. I've just been mashing the button forward. I've said yes. I've admitted to some things that I shouldn't have, didn't I? Okay, I've got to be careful to answer correctly here, because I want to get not guilty. Not at all. I wasn't paying attention at all to what I was saying yes or no to before that first witness came in. I was hoping for a unanimous verdict here, just like the first one, but we might not get it. Oh, I completely forgot about this. They actually boo the jurors if they come in saying not guilty. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, so it's I can't remember the guy's name, but there's a game developer. He made the Drakengard series and the Nier games. I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, that developer and the series of games that he's made, the Drakengard. Oh hey, we actually made it unanimous across the board. Because yeah, it defaulted to no for the "Did her fortune tempt you" thing. So, and I think the question he asks before that is who started all of this, and yeah, it probably defaulted to no there as well. But yeah, what happens here is you still get arrested for running away with the princess, so you get solitary confinement for 3 days. But anyways, yeah, Drakengard and Nier like took the New Game Plus concept and the concept of like new endings to the game and playing through a new game with all of your previous end game stuff, and really made like very good and clever use of it. Actually, Undertale didn't really have a proper New Game Plus because your stats and equipment didn't carry over from one playthrough to another. But yeah, Drakengard did the thing where you do a New Game Plus, and then the game is different a little bit the second time around, though. Drakengard and Nier both did that, where it's like, the game is easy, so you can breeze through it, but it's a little bit different, so there's some different things that are, like, worth... Okay, and yeah, find out the Chancellor's a pure asshole right here. And the guards are just going along with it. It's like, this guy here, you were there at the trial, weren't you? You were standing right frickin' there when the judge said solitary confinement 3 days, and they must all be in the Chancellor's pocket or something. And so this is the reward you get. This is your benefit to getting not guilty from the jurors. Is you still get arrested and you're still set to get executed. What a lot of bullshit. But you get this little package here. So yeah, the townies brought us a little. So an ether. That's what you get for being a good little law-abiding citizen. For not eating the old man's lunch and all that stuff. Is we still get arrested and we still get set to be executed, but we get an ether for our troubles. So that's lovely. So yeah, actually, I did the full like bust out of prison sequence last time around, but I'm actually going to wait this out here just to show off what happens if you just sit here. So yeah, you can escape the cell, obviously, like I did last time I played this. You can go up and, distract the guards and stab them in the back and go solid snaking your way out of the prison and all of that. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to sit here and wait to die. Oh boy. Oh, the dramatic footsteps too. Oh, but anyways, yeah, Nier and Drakengard did New Game Plus, where the New Game Plus endings weren't just stupid little gags. It would be like actual new information that would sort of uncover sort of new depths to the plot and sort of recontact. Or in the case of Nier, you'd have sort of revelations in your second playthrough, just like a few extra bits of information and a new ending that would completely recontextualize the entire game. Where I don't want to spoil it because I thought it was a really clever little twist, but like they reveal something that completely changes like the way you see your previous playthrough, in a way that just kind of, yeah, takes it in an interesting direction. Okay, here it is. Wouldn't it be great if this were like the way that it actually ended is just this long dramatic sequence where Chrono gets his head cut off by a guillotine, and he's got a unique like bent. They made a unique sprite for this too. This is the only time you see this with Chrono with his head bent over, about to get guillotined off. Take 5, you mugs. It's just because we're doing a because we're doing a prison break. She all of a sudden has to talk like a 30s gangster or something. Take that, you mugs. I think these guys have stuff. Okay, but yeah, the trick here is that as you go through, so you can go through the dungeon. Oh, actually, they do let you get the treasure there. And yeah, as it turns out, she's used her Zonker 38 on, I think, pretty much all of the enemies in this dungeon. Nah. Okay, we'll save him. You know what? I should have not saved him, just to see what happens. Oh, you know what? I played a little bit of Banjo-Kazooie for a test. I was going to do a YouTube series on it, and ended up getting distracted and not doing it, as I usually do. But yeah, I played a little bit of Banjo-Kazooie for the first time, and I did see the game over screen. And yeah, that is, you're right, that is a pretty fun game over screen in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, did I actually receive it? Okay, whatever, his corpse is gone, so whatever. Although it's a bit overlong. Like it's a cute little scene, but it's a bit too long. Like I wouldn't want to have to. I wouldn't want them to force you through that game over sequence in Banjo-Kazooie. Like every time you get a game over. Thankfully, it's skippable, but yeah, it's pretty surprisingly long for what it is. I actually forget how this fight works, so I am gonna read it. Okay, so we actually can't use our magic to just one-shot this guy. Or that's the thing, is you don't necessarily have to lose at Banjo-Kazooie to see the scene. I actually ended up seeing it by accident. Because, like I said, I only played through the first couple levels, and I certainly didn't game over in the first couple of levels of Banjo-Kazooie. What happens is, actually, if you go into the menu and choose to quit the game, it'll give you the game over screen. Which is just, like, super weird. But yeah, in that game, if you open the menu and go exit to title screen, it'll show you the full game over sequence. The idea being, I guess, that you just kind of gave up on Banjo's sister, so you get the whole big long game over scene. She actually doesn't have any physical... Oh, that actually didn't get it. Yeah, she actually doesn't have any non-fire techniques here. So, whatever, we're just gonna flare anyways. Maybe it'll be enough to go through the magic defense. Well, actually, it looks like that did get it. It looks like you just have to kill all of the parts, is what's going on here. Okay, so that's kind of neat. Okay, so we wasted some MP there, but... Oh, I forgot to show off Luca and Frog's other double and triple text, too. Completely forgot about it, because I was distracted by talking about something or other. I don't even remember what I did for the Yakra fight. I think I took him out with, like, a Confuse or something. I literally... Like, I was literally, like, in complete autopilot mode. I don't even remember what happened at all for Yakra. But anyways, yeah, I think it's neat that, like, other games have taken Chrono Trigger's New Game Plus concept here. And just sort of done, like, different and interesting and worthwhile things with it. I wish that more games, like, kind of took this or even if they don't, like, take the concept to the same extreme that games like Nier and Drakengard did. If they just like put it in there for all the reasons I said, it's a good idea just to have a mode where you just play through and see the story. and don't have to worry about, like, challenging monsters or battle tactics or anything like that. Although, again, like I said, I guess, like, an easy mode would fulfill that niche in kind of the same way. And there, we've kind of, yeah, come full circle on the notion of New Game Plus and difficulty settings and challenge in video games and all of that. And then we've still got, what, like 8 endings to go through, or I guess 7 endings to go through since we got the proper ending the first time through the game. So, yeah. I guess Mega Man Legends kind of has a New Game Plus as well. It's not really a New Game Plus, it's just an easy mode. I literally talked about this earlier in the stream. You tried it in an emulator, Saturn? Or is there a PC version now of Lament of Innocence? Because I have encountered games that don't emulate well on PlayStation 2. Like, I tried to... Oh, this actually really disappointed me. I wanted to do a stream of Klonoa 2, and it turns out that that game doesn't display well at all in the PS2 emulator that I use. I mean, I guess I could just play it. The only problem with that game is that the water doesn't display correctly. It's a big rainbowy, staticky mess. And that's really the only problem. The game is playable otherwise. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the idea of... like, when I stream games or record them for YouTube, I like to at least pretend that it's on original hardware. I mean, not pretend, since I'm obviously being open about... emulating them and all, but I'd like to them to display correctly, at least. Like, I don't want to compromise on things like technical glitches and you know, visual quality and that type of thing. Like, I really would, if possible, I really would like to have the games running in as close to like their original form as possible, short of like actually loading up the games on the original consoles. I'm actually gonna sell some of the shit I've picked up just to not have it in the inventory. Because, yeah, it's just a waste having these things around. Just more garbage to scroll through. I think that's actually a useful item, though. In fact, I'll sell the tonics. Tonics are freaking useless. Sell the ether, yeah. Stupid townspeople give me these cheap, shitty gifts that I don't even need. Frickin' ether. I'm condemned to death. Like an innocent man condemned to death, and it's like, yeah, here's an ether for your trouble. Enjoy that in your last hours, while you ponder your life choices. I saw something interesting in there, but oh yeah, the tabs. We want to use the tabs. Okay, who needs the tabs? Magic. Looks like it's still Chrono. Okay, let's... Okay, so she is speed +2, she's speed +3, so she's at 12, and... Oh, yeah, Luca's at 9, so yeah, she definitely... needs the speed tab. And actually, we're probably going to use her on the next Lavos fight. So yeah, Luca for sure. Magic on Chrono, and none of the other two can even use physical abilities. So yeah, both the power tabs on Chrono. Good, good. I don't think there's any reason to talk to any of these people. You don't get your pendant on a New Game Plus playthrough, right? Yeah, not until the normal place you get it in the story. And yeah, I don't think we're going to do the sewer this time around either. I mean, obviously we're going to do it eventually. Actually, no, I don't think we are. Yeah, we are literally not going to do the sewer. Because the only reason to ever do the sewer is to go up to Death Mountain or whatever and revive Chrono. And once you revive Chrono, that's like you're sort of geared up for the the normal ending at this point, and we're not doing the normal ending again, so there's absolutely no reason to revive Chrono. We'll be done all the endings by that point, which means, yeah, there is no reason to go through the sewers. Come on, what is this shit? We're like level, like, infinity above these guys. There's no way these guys should be getting actions before us. When I was a kid, or I think I might have forgotten to bring this up first time around, but when you go up to these rats and it says, yeah, stole 500G. And when it apparently did it twice for some reason. And yeah, it doesn't have, like, the name, like, it doesn't tell you who stole what. It just says stole 500G. So as a kid, because I was really stupid, I just assumed that, like, it was me stealing the G from the dude. Have we seen Antipode 3 yet? I don't remember what it looks like, so we're just gonna do it anyways. But yeah, so I just like deliberately run into those rats as a kid just because I thought, oh, I'm stealing G and tonics from these guys, without realizing that I was the one being stolen from. Because it's not like you're gonna go and check your inventory every time that happens. Because like it's kind of like, you know, the message you get when you're picking up items. It's like when it says, like, you know, gained load sword or whatever. It's like, who gained the load sword? Like, yeah, got 1 ether. Who got the ether? Well, I mean, it's obviously the subject is me there. So you'd think it would be the same way with the rats. So I guess it was logically consistent, if nothing else, that I would have assumed that stole 500G means that I stole it from the rat. God, I'm actually getting, like, really hungry all of a sudden. I might have to break early for supper. God, these freaking shadow animations take forever. I don't want him to get through his attacks either, so we're just gonna ice these guys. Yeah, in terms of entertaining RPGs, it's difficult because there's, like, a lot of different ways that people find entertainment in RPGs. Like, if you're looking for, like, a good, like, tactical battle system, for example, or are you looking for a good story, or are you looking for something that's, like, nice and brief and compact? Like, there's all kinds of different ways that RPGs can be good, and very, very few RPGs are good in all those different ways at the same time. Like, yeah, Chrono Trigger, like, has a cute little story, and it's very, like, has a great sort of economy, economical storytelling. I like to call it sometimes, where it's like you get a lot of story in very little text and a very small, short time frame compared to a lot of other RPGs. It's a very compacted, very condensed kind of RPG experience. But the battle system like isn't terribly interesting. Like it's better than a lot of games out there. Like, it's a good balance of being just interesting enough with, like, the dual text and the different party compositions you can try out. But it's not, like, super, like, tactically rich or anything like that. No character building options or anything like that. And that's the other thing, is, or do you want, like, really, like, a really deep and involved character building system in an RPG? Some RPGs are good for that, too. But yeah, there's, like, basically no RPG that's good at all. Because our RPG these days, it's like a mishmash of everything. And most RPGs these days are action RPGs as well. To the point, there's enough action RPGs these days that most people, like, a lot of people don't even differentiate. Like, people won't call something like Xenoblade Chronicles, they won't even refer to it as an action RPG. They'll just say, oh, it's a standard JRPG, because it's just a given that some JRPGs these days are just action games, straight up. So it's like, yeah, a lot of people won't even bother with the action RPG, like, differentiation anymore. I think we're gonna do the, there's 3 targets, so we'll do a Delta Force. Yeah, that's a tough package there, because if you're looking for attractive females, that means you're probably looking at a JRPG. The problem with the JRPGs is they don't tend to have, like, they don't tend to do like the whole item drop system, like loot drops don't tend to be a thing in most JRPGs, and like entertaining combat systems are usually not. I don't know, I guess they're sometimes a thing in JRPGs, but not very often. I mean, maybe Xenoblade Chronicles might be the type of thing you're looking for, but I'm not super familiar with that game. From what I understand, it's like an anime-style game, like a modern anime-style game, so it has the attractive ladies, and apparently apparently it does have like a loot drop system that people find pretty engaging. That's as much as I know about it. It has like MMO type combat, I think, so it's not like really completely action based, I guess. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. It looked action based to me, but now that I think of it, maybe it was more it's difficult to distinguish at a glance whether a combat system is like just like MMO combat, where you're just watching the animations play out, or whether you're actually pushing buttons to make it all happen. I'd have to look more into that, but I know Xenoblade Chronicles is a modern RPG that's highly acclaimed modern JRPG series. Yeah, I don't know if it's even possible to catch this stupid rat. Yeah, and that's the thing. The weakness, I'd say, of most JRPGs is that the stories tend to be like really, really shitty. Like just really. Just dull, cliched, nonsensical. Oh, he just said it again. I don't think I even needed to talk to this thing, actually, now that I think of it. But yeah, boring story. If a boring story is a turn-off, then yeah, it's going to be really, really difficult to find a JRPG that'll satisfy you. And that's most of the reason why I've really fallen off the genre these days, in general. Like, yeah, there's basically no modern JRPG that I like at all. Or I guess Undertale. Undertale is the one modern JRPG that I can even tolerate, really. And even then, I liked Undertale. I actually liked it quite a bit. I wasn't crazy about it, though. Like, it's certainly not like my favorite JRPG by any means. Like, not even close to my favorite JRPG. It's like my top 10, maybe. But, like, there's less than 10 JRPGs that I even like in the first place anymore. What are other good RPGs? I've actually made a top 10. Like my top 10 JRPGs. I was thinking of doing a YouTube video about that for a long time, but again, just felt like too much effort. Yeah, freaking shitty top 10 list was too much effort for me. See, I tried a bunch on PS2, but I never played. But I never got. Like, I tried a bunch of RPGs on the PS2, but I didn't finish like any of them because they were all shitty. PS2 is the time when JRPGs, I thought, started like really going downhill. Or had finished going really downhill, I would say. What did I play on PS2? Or I guess Valkyrie Profile 2 was at least somewhat interesting, but it had a lot of like the pacing problems I've talked about with its cutscenes and that sort of thing. And the story was a bit too drawn out and badly paced. But yeah, and that was probably the best of them that I played, was Valkyrie Profile 2. I didn't think it was a very good looking game either. I thought like the color scheme was just like very dull and flat overall. The character designs weren't great either. I thought, in a lot of ways, I thought Valkyrie Profile 2 was a step back from the original. I mean, it was a completely different game from the original, really, but it maintained like almost like I really really liked the original Valkyrie Profile. That's what I think it's like number 2 or 3 in my top 10 JRPGs of all time. And like Valkyrie Profile 2 like maintains none of this. It's a completely different game and has none of the things that I liked about the original. It's basically just, they basically took like a really interesting and a game just packed full of just like interesting and unique concepts, and just a game that had like a very very different take on the whole JRPG genre. And then they just took that and turned it into a very bog standard, flat, boring JRPG for the sequel. With an admittedly unique combat system. The combat was by no means dull or uninteresting in the sequel. But yeah, there was Valkyrie Profile 2. Star Ocean 3 was shitty compared to Star Ocean 2 as well. Final Fantasy X was shitty. Final Fantasy 12 was almost not shitty. It wasn't shitty, it was just not great. It was almost good. It was almost great, even. It wasn't good, but it was almost great. There were a lot of really, really good things, I thought, about Final Fantasy 12, but just enough really bad things to hold it back for me. Oh god, I am still hungry too, and just reading that and hearing that sound effect is making me even hungrier. Or actually, if you're cool with tactical RPGs, actually, I didn't include tactical RPGs on, or strategy RPGs, I guess they call them, in my top 10 list. But yeah, if you're cool with like strategy RPGs or tactical RPGs, there's actually a decent number on the PS2. The Disgaea series is excellent. Actually, all the Nipponichi games on PS2, I think, are all excellent, or at least of the ones I played. Yeah, Disgaea was really good. Disgaea 2 was also really good. Phantom Brave is actually one of my favorites. And actually, what is it? Fuck, I'm blanking on the name. I love this frickin' game, and I'm blanking on the name. Soul Nomad. Yeah, Soul Nomad was an amazing game. Probably the best that Nipponichi ever put out. And yeah, I remember seeing Eternal Poison back in the day, and I was interested in it, but I never got around to playing it. They didn't carry it at my local rental shop. And I actually found a copy of Eternal Poison at the local second-hand game store. It was way too expensive for my liking, though. They were selling that thing for like $60 or $70. Okay, we gotta be careful to time our boost here. No! Okay, whoa, that was close. We barely won that. But yeah, the Nipponichi PS2 tactical RPGs. There's what else is there? I know there's more. I know there's more that I played that I liked. Oh well. I'm blanking on the names right now, though. Oh, come on, what is this shit? Actually, these guys are weak to lightning, aren't they? I'm gonna do this just to see how much damage it does. Oh, Radiata's stories. Yeah. Again, I'll type it out in chat. Or actually, oh, I forgot. Did I? Okay, good. Yeah, that's more of an action RPG, and it's actually another one from Tri-Ace, who are the creators of Star Ocean and Valkyrie. I was gonna say Valkyrie Chronicles. What? Valkyrie Profile. And it's a similar type of game where it has that kind of action battle system. It's a little bit more open-ended and has a bit of a kind of a childish story, a simplistic childish story, kind of. But it's very open-ended. It's not heavily story-based, so it's a bit of a different style of RPG. Like, it's not very heavily plot-driven. You do a lot of just wandering around, like sort of interacting with NPCs and doing little side quests to recruit characters into your army. Or not really an army, it's, what do they call it? It's a friends list. But yeah, there's like 100 characters or something ridiculous like that you can recruit in that game. And they all have their little daily routines and little subplots that you can go on to get them into your party. I liked it a lot, though. It was a very charming game. But yeah, Radiata Stories was a good one. I played Front Mission 4, but I don't remember anything else about it. I didn't finish Front Mission 4, but I played a fair bit of it. I remember what it looks like, but that's as much as I remember. I played like, what, the first like 15 hours, I think, of that game, and I don't remember anything about it other than what it looked like. I'm just gonna have to bring up like a list of like PS2 RPGs sometime and just go over all the ones that I've played before. I like how all of the characters' real names actually fit into the like the character spacing limitations too. Like you get five letters to spell out your names here. And like all the characters with like real or alternate names have names that actually fit in that limit. I wonder if that's true of all the character names in the entire game, actually. Or Shala doesn't fit, because that's S-C-H-A-L-A, so Shala is too long. Who else? I think that might be the only one, because Zeal fits. Oh, Delton, D-A-L-T-O, yeah, Delton doesn't fit. But yeah, you've got Marl and Nadia. Nadia fits. Yeah, I think we took Marl the first time. So yeah, we can take Luca this time. Oh yeah, and we gotta get Robo's equipment on too. Oh, we're using up all of the speed belts, aren't we? Okay, so we actually got to put Marl back in the party so that we can take her ribbon off. Or the, not the ribbon, the dash ring. Okay, now we can equip Robo. Below 10 HP, that's just stupid. Okay, and then we want, or actually, he's actually decent on speed, so we actually want to... Because, yeah, Luca's way slower than him, so we actually want to get her the dash ring there. Yeah, and then we'll put the speed belt on Robo. And now Chrono is actually the slowest person in the party. How the hell did that happen? Man, I'm racking my brain like real hard for PS2 RPGs now, but like I played several of them, but like I cannot for the life of me remember. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember the one I was thinking of earlier now, though. It was Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter is another excellent tactical RPG. Actually, possibly my favorite RPG on the PS2, actually. Yeah, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. Wonderful, wonderful game. Oh, and I guess, yeah, Final Fantasy X too. Or actually, okay, maybe Final Fantasy X too. Or the way that's written is like Final Fantasy X-2 is the way that you'll see it printed most of the time. But yeah, that's yeah, probably my second favorite PS2 RPG. Mind you, I don't know, to kind of get the full effect, you maybe need to play Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy X-1, if you want to call it that. But I don't actually think you need to. In fact, I actually didn't play Final Fantasy X before I played Final Fantasy X-2. I actually started with X-2, and I still really liked it. Or no, there's some way to do this without this stupid conveyor belt shit, right? Right? Or no? I was sure that there was some way to get through here without doing the stupid shit on the conveyor belts, because there's like a battle gauntlet that you have to go through. Maybe if we do the left elevator, maybe that's the way. Oh my god, I actually feel like I'm gonna like pass out from hunger. Alright, I think you actually need to kill these guys and then it'll turn on the computer. Solid hit. Actually, I wonder if Google could actually help us with this. I'm gonna do some multitasking right here. At the same time that we're playing, basically any time that we have like a break where we don't need to be doing stuff on the controller, I'll switch over. So yeah, like during attack animations and shit, we'll just switch over and Google PlayStation 2 RPGs. Oh. Okay, so yeah, we can just put in all of our characters' inputs. Oh yeah, this will give us a good bit of time to go Googling right here. Oh yeah, and it gives you the nice big list. Oh yeah, Dragon Quest VIII. Dragon Quest VIII was actually a decent little game too. Oh yeah, Dark Cloud 2. That's another excellent one. More of an action RPG, but yeah, Dark Cloud 2 is amazing. Yeah, there's actually some really good stuff on here that I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, Dragon Quest VIII is a Rogue. Yeah, I played Rogue Galaxy. That game basically sucked. I played Baten Kaitos. I think that one was actually on GameCube. But yeah, I never actually played Legaia, Legends of Legaia 2. I should have. Like, I liked the first one well enough, or I didn't actually finish it, but I did like it. Actually, oh, yeah, now that I think of it, you know what's a PlayStation 1 RPG that I've been meaning to go back and try is the game called Thousand Arms. It's like basically like an JRPG dating sim hybrid type thing, where it's like the whole idea. I don't remember how it works exactly, but it's like very heavily, like that game is like pure anime. And the whole idea is that the main character is like this womanizing, like blacksmith type dude, and I don't know how it works exactly, but for some reason he needs like a he needs a woman to make with him to make swords, and so you're basically like going through and sort of romancing all these ladies to be able to build better and better swords. Oh, that's right, you don't even need to go through this dungeon at all. They'll just let you put in the password as soon as... Yeah, right as soon as you get here, if you know it. I think I played Rune Factory on, like, the DS, if I remember that game correctly. Rune Factory? I thought that was on, like, the DS. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a billion Rune Factory games, and they're on... But yeah, it looks like that's mostly a Nintendo DS thing. Oh shit, my mouse cursor. Actually, I don't know. I've never tried this before. Can you see my mouse cursor? when it's waving around like this? I guess I can actually... I don't even need to ask you. I can just check my stream preview window. No, it actually hides my mouse cursor when I've got it over the game window. It's actually good. That's good to know, but I don't want to have to look at it when I'm playing the game, so we're going to get that out of there. Oh, this is going to be real satisfying right away, too. We're actually going to be able to take out all of Robo's little, like, jackass bully buddies right here. Oh, this will give us a good long time to go and do some Googling right here. Or I think we do need to, yeah, mash to move the dialogue forward. But once they start beating the crap out of him, like there's nothing to do except wait for them to stuff him in the garbage. Thousand Arms is a PS1 game, so it's on the original PlayStation. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Shin Megami or Persona 3 and 4. That's the other big RPG series on the PS2 that sucks big donkey balls. Don't ever play it. It's a garbage series. But yeah, I played Persona 3 and 4. Those games really sucked. Odin Sphere is more action than RPG, but that game sucked. Suikoden 3 sucked. What else is there? Yeah, Valkyrie Profile 2 wasn't great. Shadow Hearts wasn't very good. It was okay. There was a lot of interesting stuff in it, but it has all of the problems. Oh shit, we actually do need to, I was like not even paying attention. I thought that this would play itself automatically. We actually do need to advance the dialogue. Our buddy Robo here. Oh, what's the game system? I think it's like a very simplistic, like, combat system, whereas it's like one-on-one, where you have your main character and you have his, basically, girlfriend behind him, doing basically just kind of support abilities. So it's like you got one dude in front, and you got like a party of... So it's like turn-based combat, I think, if I've got that right. Where, yeah, you'll have access to different abilities and different support skills from the girl you have. Yeah, Dark Cloud 2. I never actually played the first one. That's another one I'm interested in streaming sometime. It didn't get... The original Dark Cloud did not get very good reviews back in the day, so I decided to pass on it. But now that I've played the sequel, and Dark Cloud... Whoops, no, we want this. But yeah, now that I've played Dark Cloud 2, and it was just like so wonderful, I'm actually really interested to go back and play the original Dark Cloud now, just to see what it's like. Wonderful music in the original Dark Cloud, though. I actually did check out the soundtrack, because Dark Cloud 2 had some pretty good music too, so I checked out the soundtrack to Dark Cloud 1. And Dark Cloud 1 actually has even better music than Dark Cloud 2, so that's actually part of the reason why I'm so interested in trying it out. Oh yeah, the dot hack games, those really suck. Grandia 2 is actually decent. I'd actually kind of recommend Grandia 2. I'm a bit biased in that I'm like a Grandia fanboy. Like the original Grandia is like my #1 favorite JRPG of all time. Grandia 2 isn't nearly as good, and in fact, it's not. It probably would make my top 10, except I kept it to like 1 entry per series, just so that we wouldn't end up with like 5 different Final Fantasy games in my top 10. But yeah, Grandia 2 was like half decent. I finished it. It was one of the rare PS2 RPGs that I actually... Oh yeah. If you're looking at the like the list of yeah, like thumbnail images on Google, they call it, yeah, they call it Dark Chronicle here. That must have been the yeah, it must have been the Japanese name or something. But yeah, in North America, or maybe the European name, but in North America, it was known as Dark Cloud 2. And it is the sequel to Dark Cloud. But yeah, that's the one that's listed on Google as Dark. And in fact, you can even see, like, it lists the title as Dark Chronicle, but the thumbnail image shows Dark Cloud 2. So yeah, you can see how that works there. Okay, and enough of this Google shit. We're actually We're actually gonna go fight Lavos, like, right away. Actually, do we, like, not even talk to the old man before we do this? Oh, hey, Robo's just kind of stuck over there. And actually, yeah, because he doesn't follow the because he's not actually part of the party, so he actually doesn't follow the normal rule. See, this is the reason why you can't have 4 characters in a party. Because it just gets hard for people to follow along. But yeah, Robo here is not actually in the party, so he doesn't follow the same rules. Actually, that's the thing, is there's a lot of very good-looking PS2 RPGs. Like, a lot of them have that kind of cell shading style that was really popular back in the day, and a lot of them look really, really good. Like, Dragon Quest VIII is a fantastic-looking game. It's like the best, probably the best realization of the whole, of the Akira Toriyama art style. Yeah, we're getting back into that. But, yeah, it was like the first game that, like, really brought, like, the Akira Toriyama designs to life in a video game. The first time you got to, like, fully experience them. We're gonna leave Morrow behind just because we've been using her so much lately. So our next Lavos run is just gonna be our 3 heavy hit. 3... What? Decide Chrono? What? And yeah, of course they wouldn't let us go actually, yeah, the reason they wouldn't let us go to Lavos through the bucket there is obviously because it looks like we have, like, 4 people in our party at that point, so... Hey. 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 Yeah, he won't let you go through. Wait, what? I thought he told us to go through the door. Oh, I see. So he's like... Okay, yeah, it's still not gonna let us do it. Oh, he's still this big blue dude. Oh, and of course, yeah, I've explained this already, but Specchio is, of course, Specchio, as he's explaining here, is based on your character's... I think it's the average party level, so he still has his big blue muscle dude form. Oh, and okay, so he is gonna make us do the stupid. Okay, clockwise. 1. This is maybe the most annoying part of the game. I really don't like having to do this every time we go through. I think that was actually 4 times, but we should be good. There we go. A little... Whoops, no, I don't want to try it out. Son of a bitch. Can we run away from this? Okay. Will it be faster to kill him or to die? We'll see how much damage he does. Oh yeah, I think it's actually faster to just let him kill us here. I'm not even going to waste time doing our characters' like our spell animations would just lengthen this. So we're just gonna let him die. Yep, this will go fast. Actually, does he have a counterattack? Maybe we can go through this even faster. Okay, looks like he doesn't counterattack. But yeah, Dragon Quest VIII was decent. Oh right, Luca's got Shell on right now, so she, I actually did try emulating Dark Cloud 2, and it, at least on my computer, it emulated just fine. It actually ran perfectly. So yeah, that's actually one that I could stream sometime, potentially, is Dark Cloud 2. Although it is, the one thing is, it's an extremely long game. Like, if I did do a Dark Cloud 2 stream, I would probably be playing that game for, like, probably months. I never actually finished that back when I played it, actually, now that I think of it. Which sounds crazy that I'm saying I love this game so much that I didn't even play through to the finish. But I played through like 50 or 60 hours, and I'm not even sure if I was even close to the end. But yeah, it's a crazy, like, long and in-depth game with tons of stuff to do. Yep, that sounds like a good time. We're gonna leave this mortal coil. Oh shit, I don't have... Okay, whatever, we can... I didn't have... Oh no, I do have everyone fully equipped, because, yeah, Luca was just in the party earlier. god, I'm like actually dying here, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a break after. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we do a standard Lavos run here too, so we've got like the full stupid... Ugh. Yeah, we got the whole stupid boss gauntlet here too. Oh, I thought this was gonna get less tedious with the full 3-person party, but if we actually have to go through the... Or no, that's right. Once we do the boss rush, we can, yeah, exit out and save afterwards. So we only have to do this once for this one time, and then for every future ending, we get to skip all of this. Although with that said, I might actually just pass out from starvation, like before the end of this, as a result of us having to go through all of this. But that's fine. I can probably do this fight while unconscious anyways at this point. So I think we'll be fine. Come on, we just fucking did this. Oh yeah, it reset all of our settings as well, so I actually forgot to put the memory cursor back on. I don't think it matters. I think we actually want to be mashing attack for most of these fights anyways. Yep, we just did this one too. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can one-shot him. Just one-shot the dude in the center. Yeah, fire tackle should do it. Now the question... Oh, shit! Okay, that kind of sucks. Okay, I guess he's immune to fire. Do we have any, like... Or I guess... Okay, yeah, we obviously do have a lightning attack we can do. There we go. Oh, I thought they had disappeared, but they were just behind the menu. Okay, how about... Oh, come on! Really? It's a triple tech and it's like a stupid AoE thing? Because, yeah, we can't use this because no one's in range. Can't use double... God, something about Chrono and something about Robo in particular, where it's a lot of his attacks are like centered around the positions of one specific character. Actually, gonna Luminaire this if this doesn't finish him. Oh wow! Actually, did like way less damage than I was expecting. That should get him. Yeah, that's the thing, is the thing about... Like, I love that PS1, that PS2 emulation is a thing now that I can do. But it's not quite as easy on the hard drive space as... Actually, now we can do a fire. Are you fucking kidding me? Still? Still not in range. The legs right there are still not in range. What a lot of shit. Like, yeah, we don't have any good, like... Or, okay, it looks like Fire Punch will get them both. And then Luminaire will get the other. But yeah, like, I downloaded a bunch of PS2 games, and to the point now where my external hard drive is, like, basically full of just, like, all of these PS2 games that I either own or used to own back in the day. Oh, what's this? Oh, this guy's weak to ice. This guy's weak to ice. I don't know why I'm bothering with magic anyways. This guy's actually doesn't have physical resistance or anything, so we can just, like, tear him down by hand. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, shit. You motherfucker. Now it's been like a month since we played this game, so I'm actually going to have to try and remember what the strategies are for all of these bosses. Are you kidding me? Full ether doesn't heal you to full MP? That's just nonsense. I actually wish that I hadn't sold off those extra ethers now. Yep, I guess, yeah, Lavos is never going to be close enough for that. Oh yeah, I don't know if I actually showed this off yet, but I've actually, or I think I mentioned it, but I didn't actually show it. So I actually had to, or I didn't have to, but I, oh yeah, so I guess I explained this like way back at the start of the stream, but like I thought that my old microphone was actually broken. It turns out that it's not broken. It's just that there's a problem with the mute button, where the mute button basically gets, because the mute button isn't actually a button on my old microphone, it's just a touch panel. And so you just like touch this little spot on the front to make it the mute to mute and unmute the microphone. The problem is that the mute would actually get stuck. So like if you mute the microphone, there's no way to unmute it. Like basically, if you accidentally hit the mute button, then you have to basically like reset the microphone and like plug it in, like unplug and plug it back in order to get it to work again. And the problem with that is that OBS. My broadcasting software really doesn't like it when you plug and unplug like stuff that it's using. So it's like we're basically, and it's very easy to accidentally nudge that like little mute touch panel. But Kingdom Hearts is all right actually. Or the first game is terrible. Okay, yeah, so we don't... What are we even fighting right now? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, right, okay, yeah, this is the lightning guy. I remember now. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 was terrible, and a lot of it comes down to it was very ambitious for its time. Like, it was an action RPG that was, like, full-on action. So it was, like, it had a very, I don't know, a very fluid... very kind of direct control style combat system, but the camera was terrible, and the actual like combat system was very shallow. It was essentially a brawler. It's essentially a brawler with a shitty camera, and like a very, very repetitive shitty brawler with a shitty camera. But Kingdom Hearts 2 actually kind of took the potential of the original game and kind of lived up to it. They improved the camera, they gave you some new extra... They like punched up the combat system a little bit, so there's actually like different things to do in combat. The magic system is a bit more involved, and it's, yeah, basically just like a much, much better game. So I would recommend actually skipping Kingdom Hearts 1 and just going straight to Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, so let's actually pay attention to what we're doing here. Anyways, what was I talking about? Nah, I don't remember. It was probably nothing important. Oh yeah, my new microphone. Do we actually need to heal or anything? Or we'll just use up these ethers just to make sure that we don't need them in the middle of a fight. Okay, I think that's probably enough. I think we're good. It was actually difficult because of the shitty camera, is basically the thing. You would get, like, basically, like, gangbanged by these enemies from all angles that you couldn't even see. And not just, like, ganged up on, but, like, enemies, like, shooting projectiles at you from, like, way across the screen where you couldn't even see them. Yeah, it was difficult, but in, like, a shitty way, where it's like the camera kept on screwing you over and it had a bad lock-on system. What are we fighting again? Oh yeah, it's Magus. We don't have the Frogs Masamune here to actually help us with this. So I guess we actually just have to figure out what the frickin' barrier is. We're gonna try... I think Laser Spin is actually the only, like, shadow magic that we have access to. Okay, what's he doing? Okay, he's doing lightning. Lightning is good. I'm actually really, really happy that he's doing lightning. Because yeah, this is basically our only way to damage this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the original Kingdom Hearts at all. Did he change his barrier? Wasn't paying attention yet again. We're just gonna try it again. So anyways, yeah, my old microphone was a blue Nessie, which was like this thing with like kind of a ball on the end of like a long neck. Oh shit, he's into phase 2 already. I guess I should have probably predicted that. So it's actually, since I got like a bunch of money over Christmas from working so much, I actually decided, and not just because of all the money I've got now, but also because there was actually nothing else to choose from at the at Best Buy, which is where I get most of my like streaming hardware and stuff. So I went to Best Buy and they're like all cleaned out after the holiday season, and literally the only microphone left there is I'll just mute it so this doesn't go too noisy. But the only microphone they had left. So yeah, the only microphone... I got my positioning all wrong now. There we go. Is that good? Check, check. Okay, we're good. So yeah, the only microphone they had left actually was the Blue Yeti, which, if you don't know, is kind of like the... I don't. It's not even like the premier or like the high-end option for streaming anymore. It's more of like just the standard like non-ghetto tier microphone for most internet streamers and YouTube people. It's like it's more expensive than the one I was using before. Like my Nessie was like $50, and this one was like $130. What are we even fighting now? Oh right, this is Azala right here. So we... Yep, still not in range for any of this shit, so we're just gonna... So, yeah, this is a point in the game where we want to start bringing out, like, the high-end spells for these enemies. The funny thing is I'm actually not... I don't know, it's not that I'm unhappy with the new microphone. It's just, I liked the form factor a little bit better. My old blue Nessie was a little bit more stylish. And I actually liked the sound on... Or I don't know, I guess I should say I'd gotten used to the sound on my old microphone a little bit. So like I didn't like just the way my voice sounds different on the new microphone. And I just kind of don't... I don't know, I guess I'm just not used to the way I sound on the new microphone just yet. Oh, okay, he's not, he hasn't got defense down. Yeah, you've probably, anyone who's, like, who's even watched any amount of, like, Twitch streams or YouTube video, or, like, YouTube video game people or anything like that. Okay, so now he's removed his defense. Actually, yeah, we can do Super Volt. Let's just see how that goes. But yeah, the Blue Yeti is kind of, if you want to get, like, a good... like expensive microphone that's like kind of like the high tier without getting into like super professional grade equipment, the Blue Yeti is like the high-end option for streamers and YouTubers. I think this actually goes faster if we just yeah, because yeah, Luminaire is really MP efficient, and I actually don't want to waste or hell, why do I care about wasting resources here, actually? Oh yeah, right, because we are actually not going to do this fight ever again. Even so, I think we're just going to do it this way. Everyone's strongest single techs. And yeah, this will be the fastest way to do this fight. See if we can take him out before he gets the countdown off. But yeah, the Blue Yeti is like super high-end as far as like consumer-grade microphones are concerned, or at least that's my understanding. Yeah, we'll go with the second best spells. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Probably gonna need another Luminaire, and then I'm not gonna bother with the ethers here. I'm just gonna assume that, yeah, we'll do a... I don't know, do we have any double techs? No, we actually don't, not for this amount of MP. Okay, we'll do a Robo Tackle. Okay, good, that actually got him. Oh shit, it's the Giga Gaia. I think this might be the last one. I think that might be the end of the boss rush. Oh man, now I'm back up to 60 MP, but that's not quite enough. Oh well, whatever. It'll be enough for now. This isn't gonna do a lot of damage, right? Yeah, we're like still way overpowered for like as far in the game as we are right now. Okay, I'm actually gonna lead with Luminaire just to see if Luminaire takes them out, then we can do some single target stuff right here. Oh, that's actually not gonna take them out. Do we even have, like, an all-target double tech? It looks like we don't, so we're just gonna shock. Okay. Actually, Mega Bomb is a pretty good substitute for Flare, now that I think of it. It does almost as much damage for, like 3/4 of the MP cost. It's or it's not single target, but it's area of effect only, which is its kind of weakness. But actually, Confuse is probably more cost-effective there as well. Yeah, we'll do the Fire Tackle. So I've been contemplating a stupid idea that I might or might not do after this. But like, I don't have anywhere to be this evening, since my regular board game night got moved from Friday to Saturday. So I'm not actually doing anything after supper tonight. And so I've been thinking, since I lost all the... since I had that stupid... stupid problem with the last Mega Man Legends stream, where I just completely fucked up the stream, and turned out I wasn't... Oh, that's Hyper Ether, not... Hyper Elixir. Okay, so actually, yeah, we can just use up our full ethers here without worrying about wasting resources. But anyways, so I basically need to play back to, because yeah, the recording is useless. I can't actually use, like, I don't actually want to put up on the VOD archive like 2 hours of me playing Mega Man Legends in complete silence, just like wildly gesticulating and laughing without any sound coming out. Like, I don't want that for the playthrough series. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play through the game. I'm gonna play through back to the point where I left off before the whole accidentally muting myself fiasco happened. And then I'm going to do a regular stream after that and basically just pretend that the previous stream never happened. What I've been thinking of doing is actually streaming my playthrough, like my recovery playthrough, where I basically go back and regain all the progress I lost from that last failed stream. Because basically what I need to do is I need to replay the game from the beginning and get back to the point I was at before the last stream. So I was thinking maybe I'd stream that, but make it like a drunk stream, where I'm not, like, going through and talking about the game and shit, and I just, like, get wasted and play through it. Just, I don't know, for fun, for variety, for something to do, to kill an evening. Are we actually gonna get wrecked here? No, I think we can sprint this guy down before he does anything too dangerous. Like, I think he's dead, like, right away here. But yeah, the thing is it's technically against the Twitch terms of service to do, like, drunk streams and that type of thing. They don't let you, like, they consider it self-harm if you drink to excess on stream, or do, like, drinking games, or, like, drink incentives. or anything like that for donations. Like all that stuff is against the Twitch terms of service. So what I thought I might do is actually take it over to YouTube and do a drunk stream over on YouTube's streaming service and see how that goes. Because I actually did get like a bunch of liquor, like for Christmas, essentially, like as part of my holiday festivities. And I don't drink regularly, like so I don't know when I'm ever gonna like use this stuff. So I thought, yeah, with the whole fiasco with the failed Mega Man Legends stream and me feeling kind of shitty about it, this might be a good occasion to do a nice old drunk stream of Mega Man Legends over on YouTube. Anyways, I'll think about that a little bit more in the bathroom, but yeah, I've actually got to take a piss before I do this final fight right here. So, yeah, I'll be back in a second. And we are back. There. Now we're... There. Now we're... Oh god, I got a little shock there from my microphone. Did that pick up on mic? I heard like a little pop in my headphones when that happened too. Actually, Eternal Poison, yeah, okay, double, triple check that my mic is working. Good. Yeah, Dragon Quarter is not a very good-looking game, certainly. It gets by more on the strength of the tactical combat system and kind of the I don't know what to describe it. I almost want to say the beauty of its setting, although that's a weird thing to say after saying that the game doesn't look very good. But it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like a weird... I don't know. Dragon Quarter, how would you describe it? It actually belongs... Or actually, you know what? I'll talk about that when we get to streaming, back to streaming Mega Man Legends. Because actually that falls into kind of a genre of what I don't know, what I tentatively have been calling like kind of hopeful post-apocalyptic settings. Which is, or okay, I wanted to double check everyone's equipment too. Okay, so we got Nova. Oop, Aeon. Right, because we only have one Nova. All Vigil hats, that's good. 13, 14, 13. Okay, that's all fine. Oh yeah, if it seems that that bathroom break took longer than a bathroom break should, I actually decided that I can't wait until supper, so I went and got myself a granola bar snack. And just, yeah, ate it off camera before coming back. I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready. Am I ready, though? Because Robo's magic defense is even worse than Chrono's, so he might actually get one shot. Yeah, look at that. Might actually get one shot by some of these attacks we've got here. Yeah, those techs are still no good. Although, actually, Robo's basically our heal bot for this fight. Because, oh, you know what? I probably should have moved the hairpin onto Luca, actually. But yeah, Robo's probably going to be, like, full-time healing duty for this fight right here. Oh wow, she actually does more damage than Luminaire. Oh god, they're going ham on Chrono here. I think we still want to go for the full party heal, though. Thing is, yeah, and this is the point, because, yeah, so we can save and back out, so, like, we don't have to do the first phase of Lavos anymore. We're done with that for good from here on out. For this fight, though... And yeah, so we saved after that first phase, so we're kind of locked in, like, right before this phase of the fight. So we can actually use as many resources as we want here, because we're just going to end up reloading to before this anyways, after we get our ending. Okay, now we probably want to do a single target heal. Actually, I don't know. Do they have a good double tech, really? Fire Sword 2? Yeah, I think it's... And yeah, this actually shows off a bit of... Because I was trying to avoid this on my main playthrough. Where you get party compositions like this, where everyone's got, like, just their super awesome ultimate spell. And there's no point in you using double techs anymore, because their ultimate spells don't really combo with anything, so it's rather than using the double and triple techs, it's just way more cost-effective and time-effective, really, to... and action efficient, I should say, to just always be using your biggest, most strongest single tech. Although actually, yeah, we only want single target at this point, so we'll see if this gets him, and if it does, then we can wait a second. Okay, good. So we wait for him to switch his defense off, which I usually forget to do. Okay, and we're all good, because he didn't get off his status protection disabling thing. Okay, now Robo is back on healing duty. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that I think that Dragon Quarter could be described as having a little bit of a steampunk aspect to it. Do we need another one? We probably should. Oh yeah, Robo's still on 750. He needs to be up at like full health to avoid getting just bodied by the next big fire laser. Yeah, this is actually going much more smoothly, though, with the three-person party. But yeah, we... Actually, I think 840 is fine, probably. Not really. Yeah, we might as well just go with the heal beam. And then Luca's gonna have to ether herself. Actually, hopefully we can get that off before the next phase of the fight. And apparently we want Hyper Ether, because somehow Hyper Ether gives you more than a full ether. We're actually pretty solid right now, so yeah. Keep hitting him with everything we've got. I think he should go down in just a minute here. Nope, didn't quite get to it. One more round, I think. Though I've got to say, as nice as it is to have the three-person party here, I actually really am feeling the absence of haste right now. Oh wow, I thought that would get him. Oh, and he's getting the Doom Blaze off. Are we gonna survive? Chrono might not actually survive this. Whoa, Robo almost didn't survive that. Holy shit. Okay. I think we... Do we wait around? Because I kind of want to be at full health going into the next phase. I don't think we're going to finish him off with this next volley anyways. So yeah, Robo can get one more heal beam off, and then we can this will probably work out fine with the timing of this. Oh yeah, we are golden right now. Yeah, as I understand it, Eternal Poison was, yeah, a tactical RPG, from what I remember seeing of it back in the day. Yeah, they're just, like I said, perfect timing. Now, the question is, does our strategy change at all for the third phase right here? Because, yeah, we want all physical. Because, yeah, it's nothing but physical on the left bit, which we do want to destroy first. But Luca doesn't have a physical attack. Although we could get a lucky Wonder Shot, I guess, so we might as well give that a try. Robo, what does the scouter say about his power level? Ooh, you know, monster taming is a game mechanic that I often like. I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon series. I was back in the day, but I've kind of grown past it at this point. But actually, now that I think of it, I think maybe Azure Dreams is the only... Or actually, Azure Dreams and Final Fantasy Tactics has a really good kind of monster raising system as well. Oh god, so with Robo on healing duty, and Luca unable to really do effective physical attacks, we've actually just basically got Chrono having to solo the left bit, which I guess is basically what we were doing the first time around with just Morrow in the party anyways. And yeah, now we've got that 188 to help us out a little bit, I guess. I love the way it, like, spins him around like that. It's just like, I don't know. That's actually Lavos' washing machine right there. Puts us through a little laundry cycle. Actually, the left bit dies in 2 confuses anyway, so we actually might as well have Luca do something to the center. Maybe that'll be the strategy. So yeah, and then once the right bit switches off, we throw everything at that. And then while the defense is on, then we have Luca work on the center, Chrono work on the left. That's the strategy here. Or the left bit is the one that disables your status protection. Yeah, you can see without haste how he's getting so many more attacks off right here. It's a little bit scary. Just a little bit. I don't think it's worth a heal beam here since... Or actually, yes it is, because potentially Robo and Chrono could get wiped. Because I think this is the phase where... This is the background where he does his ultimate magic attack. Is this the way to do it? I think this is the way to do it. Or you know what, we can get 2 Mega Bombs off without needing to Ether if we do it this way, so yeah. Yep, that's pretty decent. Oh, Evil Star, that's what it was for this one. That's right, I think it was the Zeal background that had the ultimate magic step attack. Forget what it was called, but yeah. Okay, that's fine. Robo can fix that up pretty quick. Okay, and then Luca's gonna need an Ether after this. I feel like this is actually going slower than with just Chrono and Morrow in the party. Maybe I like, as awesome as I've been saying haste is this whole time, I might have actually undervalued it in the end. As much as I've been talking about how haste is like the greatest spell in the game, I think I might have actually undervalued it in the end. Well, actually, they're both going to need MP in a second here. But yeah, we still do need the healing. Okay, and this is where he does his physical attack, I think, so everyone should be able to survive this. In fact, if he does it on Robo, then we'll just have no problems. Oh, apparently this is where he does his ultimate magic attack. That's not what I was expecting. So this will probably kill Robo. If we're lucky, Chrono will survive. Yep. Oh boy, and there's active life. This is a bad situation right here. So what are we gonna do? I think it's life, followed by... Oh, I hate using the Mega Elixir, since we just recovered Luca's MP, but yeah, I think we gotta do it. And then, yeah, we basically wasted a Hyper Ether there. But it doesn't matter anyways, because we're getting them all back once we reload the save and do the next ending anyways. Okay, there goes... Yes, Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. That's the one. I said Soul Nomad, but yeah, the full title is Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. That's the game I was referring to, yeah. Or actually... Okay, can we get this guy with a 1-2 punch? Okay, let's see if that'll help Chrono get this off a little faster. Yeah, so anyway, as to what it is, it's another tactical RPG by the same guys who made Disgaea and Phantom Brave and all those games. They're called Nippon Ichi Software. And yeah, what they do is they make, I don't know, really, like, I don't know how to... like really absurdly, like, complicated and kind of janky tactical RPG systems where their signature is like really, really big numbers. Like in all the Nippon Ichi games, you can level up to level 9,999. Like, that's the kind of games they make. Yeah, I think we can go full flare, try to take this guy out before he active lifes again. Oh yeah, Nomad Soul. I think that's probably Omicron, the Nomad Soul, possibly? Unless there's another game apart from that called Nomad Soul, but yeah. Yeah, I know about Omicron, the Nomad Soul. I think... Is that a David Cage game? I don't remember exactly. I never played it. I think it's like a PC adventure game, something like that. Oh, and now his defense is back up. That'll be back down in a second, though. Actually, I think I'm gonna do Confuse here, just because the animation is shorter. I kind of want to get this done with. I don't even know what the ending is that you get for all of this. Well, what would be the logical connection, you would think? What ending would you get for defeating Lavos before coming back from the future? I guess we'll find out in a second here. This is gonna kill him. Ah, not quite. This is gonna kill him. Son of a bitch. My HP remaining estimation skills are just way off today. This isn't gonna kill him. Yeah. Good grief, does this guy get like more HP or something if you have more people in the party? Robo's just about out of MP again. Holy shit, I can't believe this thing is still alive. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother going for the others. We're just gonna put everything we've got left into this guy here. Oh, we don't even have enough for a fucking tackle. Oof. Okay, we're gonna roll the dice on Wonder Shot and hope that that'll finish it for us. Assuming this Confuse doesn't. Come on, big money! Son of a bitch. We're just gonna keep doing this. Come on, we deserve it by now. You've put so many points of damage into this thing. Okay, this has got to do it right here. We've been like, I swear to God, like Marl and Chrono did this faster on their own than these guys did. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, haste really does make a huge difference. I guess part of it is also that we had robo healing for most of the fight, too. Okay, now what's going to happen? I'm kind of excited for this. I have no idea what this ending is going to be. Also, what's the threshold for the next ending? Probably after you beat Hecarim, is my guess. My guess is after Hecarim, go and do Lavos again. But I'll definitely be using the game FAQs walkthrough just to make sure I don't end up wasting my time. What the hell? Is this it? Just like a monster slideshow? This is kind of shitty. Is this seriously the whole ending? Oh no, they're gonna do stuff now. Okay, the new is chasing the frog. Good, good. This is very entertaining. I'm glad we took the time to yeah, go through. And I'm glad I delayed my supper and starved to bring you guys this scene of Anu chasing a frog. Good music, though. Love the Zeal theme in this game. There's Zeal theme, Shala's theme, pretty much a lot of the stuff. Ocean Palace theme, like a lot of the music associated with that little time period, that whole time period in the game is just like the best there is. Oh, the frog's wising up now. He was playing Look the Other Way, like in Mario RPG. I feel like this is actually longer than the the Marl Frog ending that we just got. Like I thought that we got like a shortened version of the credits for that previous ending. This is fucking weird. I don't know if you guys noticed it yet, but yeah, this is fucking weird. Oh, and now... I keep wanting to say that that's Specchio, because that's what Specchio usually looks like when you first encounter him. I think it's a Kiwala or something. And now they're all going to sleep. So I guess the concept here is just like pick out the 3 cutest enemies in the game and have them do a little like Benny Hill bit where they just like run around endlessly. Oh, and now the end is asleep too. That's cute. Okay, yeah, that was worth our time. I'm glad we saw that. Now is it gonna like reset the game for us here? It did last time. Anyways, I think that's pretty much going to do it for me, for now at least. Like I said, we're probably going to move on over to YouTube and do a little like Mega Man Legends recovery drunk stream for the rest of the evening. You can see that over at, or actually there's actually a link below here on the Twitch channel. It's youtube.com/Jasu Bakuhatsu, I think. But that's going to be like later on, like probably a couple hours from now. I'll get started on that. If I decide to do it at all, maybe I'll think better of it, because it is a really bad idea and I probably shouldn't do it. But if I decide to do it anyways, yeah, you maybe have that to look forward to. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. That was, yeah, I guess our second and third of the New Game Plus endings, which I guess leaves us with about 6 to go. And I don't know if I will continue with this next time necessarily. I think I like the idea of just doing like maybe one of these like every couple of streams or so. And then so yeah, we'll work through slowly and sort of leave Mega Man Legends and other things as kind of the main event for most of our streams from here on out. But since there was no Mega Man Legends to be had today it was just all Chrono Trigger. So yeah, that's the plan going forward. As ever, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.